baby, if you are Sean Puppy Combs, your son, your eldest, just got arrested for a DUI. But baby, was it sponsored by Ciroc? Okay, fine, I'll stop making jokes. This is serious, all right? Because as we know, DUIs are no laughing matter. We just saw what happened to Danny Lee mess up the bag. If you don't know, she got tapped to choreograph Beyonce's Renaissance tour. She was on her up and up. And baby, now it looks like Danny Lee is going to see the clinker before the baby. And I really thought the baby would see it before Danny Lee. But honestly, I say the same thing I say with Danny Lee. I don't know what is going on with these people that got money, chauffeurs, access, Uber, bus fare, friends, lackeys, hangers on. You got a million people trying to eat off you, trying to get some like close to Puffy's son, trying to get on. You got a million girls around you trying to get on. What are you doing with a DUI? What are you doing driving under? Like, was there nobody in your circle that cared, that said, hold on, that said, wait a minute? No, let's get into this mess. Because honestly, I didn't mean to act, well, I did mean to make a joke. Let me shut up and stop being fake. I did mean to make a joke. But also, yo, DUIs are the most preventable thing in the world. Why would you need to drive? Anyway, they said Diddy's oldest son, Justin Combs, was arrested for a DUI. They said he was arrested for a DUI this weekend in LA. Yo, Memorial Day weekend brought the demon out of people. They said law enforcement sources tell us Justin was arrested Sunday morning near Beverly Hills after a cop saw a vehicle run a red light. This occurred around 8 a.m. and the incident was also shot by an eyewitness. TMZ actually obtained the pics, right? And you can see Justin Combs interacting with the officer. Now, let me just say this, right? And listen, he shouldn't have been driving under the influence. I am going to say Beverly Hills, he ran a red light. He got arrested. Granted, he was under a DUI. But can we just all say that there was one Pete, what's his name? Pete Davidson, who was driving home from the Kids' Choice Awards, literally swerved, hit a curve, crashed into the side of someone's house, and came through the family room while a 6-year-old was watching TV. The cops came. The ambulances came. There is a car sitting in their family room. Pete wasn't tested to see if he was under the influence. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't even held. As a matter of fact, there were no charges at all, and police and firefighters bid him a farewell. What's my point in this? Listen, both of them should have been locked up. Why am I comparing this to Puffy's son? I'm comparing this to Puffy's son because the privilege. Why do you think Pete and his scraggly old raggedy Dorito scented sock self was allowed to go free? We already know, but let's get back into this because honestly, Justin still shouldn't have. They caught you slipping, a black man in a nice car going through Beverly Hills at 8 in the morning, recipe for disaster. The fact that you literally were under the influence. They said, TMZ said, we're told the officer initiated a traffic stop where Justin was found to be the driver. I wonder if he actually even ran a red light because you know those cops in Beverly Hills be putting 20 on 10, but on the other hand, they did catch you slipping. What were you doing drinking and driving? Justin was found to be the driver. After a preliminary investigation, our sources tell us the cop felt there was enough probable cause to cuff him and haul him to jail on suspicion of driving under the influence. It's unclear what sort of sobriety test Justin might have been put through, but we know he was booked on a misdemeanor DUI charge and that his bond was set at $5,000. No word on whether he's still in custody or not. Of course he's not in custody. You really think Puppy's going to have his eldest son in custody for a $5,000 bond? Now, let me just say this, right? Because I'm reading this real time. So excuse me while I add some more to this. Now reading this makes me think, was he under the influence? Because you know cops can arrest you for being under the influence, right? But he was arrested for being under suspicion, so it wasn't actually ever confirmed. And people will often say that driving under the influence, it could be alcohol, but it could be other, maybe legal things, could be some type of prescription, could be, you know, that Mary Jane. My whole thing is, now I'm starting to look at this cop sideways. Did he know he was pulling over? Did he really? Because he said he hauled him to jail on suspicion of driving under the influence, just suspicion. So what's that mean? When he rolled the window down, he smelled Mary Jane walking through, and it's a misdemeanor DUI charge. If he was really under DUI, DUI is a felony. So why was it a misdemeanor charge? What's happening in this thing? This seems like a setup, and it's a $5,000 bail. They said Justin is Puff's first kid, who we had with Misa Hilton. Like Puff's other children, he's taken after his father and gotten into showbiz. Serving as actor, producer, and entrepreneur, among other things. They said they reached out to Justin's team for a comment. So far, no word. So he was arrested. I don't know. What y'all think? It's awfully sparse. We see him. Oh, and the cop. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Y'all, listen, I actually don't know what to think about this. I was literally set to go in on him. I will go in on anybody that has a DUI, because you are putting people's lives at risk, and I don't care. Ain't no excuse. You are too rich. But why did this cop? It's not like you broke and you got to go where your whole family's going to starve. But even if your whole family was going to starve, why would you get behind the car? Why would you do that? But again, I do want to say this. The more and more I read this article, the more and more it seems like this might be a setup. Again, suspicion of driving. So you didn't even give him a breathalyzer on the spot. 1. 2, because you know when they say, do you want to do a breathalyzer? You can say no. You know when they say, oh, well, can we draw some blood? You can be like, no, right? So you're arrested on suspicion. They think, but they have no proof. But they're doing it by eyesight. Also, it's unclear what sort of sobriety test Justin might have been put through. So that means that Justin, and he's smart, was put through the breathalyzer. He said no, put through the other one. Then what else did they do? Make him like walk? What do you call it? Make him walk like in a straight line? What sobriety test did they actually put him through? And this occurred 8 a.m. in the morning. Was he coming home for the club, or was he going to work? And also, if he ran a red light, they're saying the officers caught it. But we all know in Beverly Hills, there's red light cameras everywhere. So how the officers see him run a red light? Is there any proof of this? I don't know, y'all. Listen, if he did run a red light, he needs to pay for it. Again, sorry, you can't play with people's lives like that. You just can't. You can't even play with your own life like that. However, if it is this officer putting 20 on 10, I hope Puffy sues that whole police station down to the ground, because these are the same cops that when Pete Davidson hit the side of literally a house and came in through somebody's a family room, they let that boy go and hoped he was right. Y'all, listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to keep an eye on this story. Make sure you hit like, subscribe. Also, if you're into reality TV, don't forget that Keeping Up with the Kardashian review is up. Go ahead and check it out. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.